So begin to see if you can get 10 to 15% more comfortable than you are right this moment. Wiggle, squiggle, stretch, find whatever you need. And it's optimum most of the time to have the arms gently resting by the sides. And that way that allows some spaciousness over the chest and into the lungs. And as you begin this settling into stillness, welcome how your body is resting. This practice will begin to cultivate a sense of welcoming comfort in the body and ultimately a deeper sense of ease in the mind. So a couple of things to remember as we move through. There's no way to do this wrong. There's no way to be here in this moment as yourself. There's no way to be here wrong. And as we move through the different elements of the practice, turning our attention further and further inward, we'll welcome whatever comes to us, whatever sensations or thoughts, smells, tastes, emotions, sounds, sights. All of our senses will gently begin to turn inward. And we'll welcome whatever comes. Remember, my eyes will stay open the entire time. If that allows you to rest yours, then please do. If there's anything that you need to know for your security, I'll let you know. If anybody needs to leave our space or come back in, I'll let you know about that as well. Bring attention now to the sensations on your skin. Maybe where the blanket is covering your skin. Maybe the sensation of the waistband of your pants. And bring attention to your mouth. Notice any flavors in your mouth. Bring attention to your nose and any smells, maybe the shampoo or conditioner in your hair or the fabric softener of your clothing. If your eyes are resting closed, notice how you may be aware of images that rise and fall in the mind, maybe the images that are attaching themselves to your thoughts or your emotions. And as we welcome all of these pieces, notice how the body continues to rest. Notice how the body is breathing itself. Inhaling, the belly rises, and exhaling, the belly falls. And there's absolutely nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to change or fix or do. And bring attention now to your ears and how they reach out, how thinking mind reaches out to figure out the sounds around us, to figure out the sounds in the rest of the studio, the sound of my voice, the sounds outside. Part of this practice is letting thinking mind rest. And so, almost like a muscle, begin to allow your mind to gently rest back. And you may notice how then sound gently comes to you. Let sound gently come to you. So there's no reaching out. Again, this idea of not being so external. So we shift this awareness into the internal experience of what rises, engages, and falls in the mind. So from here, we'll take a moment and notice your intention for being here today. What is your intention for coming to practice today? If something comes to you, gently, quietly to yourself, repeat it 3 times just to settle it in to the experience, into the mind. And then we'll take this idea of our intention and expand it into the broader view of your heart's deepest desire, your heartfelt desire. Maybe it's something that you most want for yourself, maybe for someone else, maybe for the world around you. So when you ask yourself, what is my heart's deepest desire? See what comes up for you. And then notice, what would it feel like in your body if your heart's deepest desire were true? We have a tendency in this part to language our heartfelt desire way out into the future. So instead of waiting for the future to arrive, shift the languaging in your heartfelt desire so that it's true right this moment. So maybe your heartfelt desire is, I want great love in my life. Instead of having that as a future idea, language it to yourself as if it were already true. I am love itself. And then notice, what does that feel like in your body now that this experience is true? What does it feel like to take the thought of I am love out of the mind and feel it in the body? And let that radiate through the body. If nothing comes to you here, just rest. Give yourself this time to just rest. From here, we will take a few moments and really look into and cultivate our inner resource. Our inner resource is a place that when we're there, we are deeply secure. There's this feeling, deep-seated feeling of comfort, both in the body and the mind. There's a deep sense of ease that sort of permeates the experience. Maybe you feel this when you go to your favorite place in nature. Maybe you feel this in your sacred space in your home. For the next few moments, we're gonna pull all of the pieces that create this sensation together. So we will think of all of the senses in this place. So if you have a place that comes to you, what does it look like there? What are the colors that you see? What are the flavors that you may taste or imagine or smell? What does it feel like on your skin? Are you wearing lots of clothing? Are you bare-skinned? Are you feeling warm or cool? What are the colors and textures within the colors that you see? Are you by yourself, peacefully, deeply peacefully? Or are you with groups of people that support you for everything that you are exactly as you are? So begin to piece this together. If nothing comes to you for this experience of your inner resource, know that the way you feel at the end of your practice today may be the beginning of your inner resource for next time. And welcome all of these pieces that come together to create your inner resource. And as they all come together, rest with them. And notice, what does it feel like in your body to rest in your inner resource? What does it feel like to feel this deep sense of security, this deep-rooted support and love? As we move through the rest of practice, if a difficult sensation or a difficult emotion arise in the practice, step into your inner resource as a way of regathering your sense of comfort, your sense of ease and peace. And then notice, by stepping into this place, how have you changed the experience? What does it feel like in your body to make this change? From here, we'll begin to move our attention around the body. So notice if your eyes begin to engage. Notice what happens for you if you let your eyes rest deeply. So take a moment here and bring attention into your left hip joint. Notice the whole left leg, hip joint, knee and ankle, all deeply resting over the bolster towards the floor. The whole left leg softening. Bring attention back into the left hip joint. Let your eyes rest back even further. And let attention bubble up into the right hip joint. The whole right leg, from knee down to ankle, the whole right leg, resting deeply onto the bolster, towards the earth, the whole right leg softening and letting go. Notice both legs as they settle onto the bolster, and the way the bolster or the blanket and the earth cradle the body. So there's nothing to hold on to. There's nothing for you to do here except be here as both legs rest deeply. Bring attention into the belly, noticing the way the belly gently rises and falls with the breath. The belly rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. The whole body just breathing itself. Again, there's absolutely nothing that you need to control here. The body knows exactly what it needs to do and exactly how to do it. And bring attention from the belly all the way up the front of the torso to the shoulders. That whole front line of the torso completely softens, completely settles in, and rests back through the whole length of the spine to the earth. Notice the entire length of your left collarbone from the notch at the base of your throat out along the left shoulder, and the whole left shoulder joint rests, and the whole left arm from shoulder joint to elbow to wrist. The whole length of the left arm rests deeply towards the floor, resting, softening, and letting go. Bring attention back up the left arm and across the whole left collarbone, and rest sweetly at the notch at the base of your throat. And bring attention around the right collarbone, from the notch at the base of your throat into the right shoulder joint, and the whole right arm, from shoulder joint to elbow to wrist. The whole right arm softens, releases, and lets go. Notice both arms completely resting. Nothing to change, absolutely nothing to fix here. Just notice, soften, and rest. Bring attention back into the notch at the base of your throat, and as each exhale gently passes behind the throat, just letting that skin, that soft skin, as it lays over the front of the vertebrae of your neck. Just notice the whole back line of the throat releasing. Resting in the back of the throat, notice that inner line of the left jawbone, left side of the jawbone, the hinge of the jaw releasing. And crossing through the center line of your skull, feeling the inner line of the right side, the right hinge of your jaw, completely resting. You may notice the whole jaw softening and letting go. Bring attention to the softness of the bridge of your nose, the line between the eyebrows and up through into the forehead. You may feel this gentle awareness of a broadening between the eyebrows and down the bridge of the nose. Bring attention now to your left eyelid, and just welcome the sensation of the left eyelid as it rests, and the softening and settling of the left eye, completely releasing, completely softening and letting go. Bring attention to all of the muscles behind your left eye and let them release. Let the softening of thinking mind help draw the muscles behind the left eye to an even deeper state of rest. Bring attention to your right eyelid and the way the right eye gently softens and all of the muscles behind the right eye gently let go. Softening thinking mind as both eyes now gently release. Both eyes gently softening, resting, and also engaging thinking mind in its resting and softening. And bring attention to the whole face and throat as it releases. The whole face, throat, and both arms as they all settle towards the floor. The whole face, throat, both arms, and the torso as the body gently releases. Bring attention to the face, the throat, both arms, the torso, and both legs. Welcome your whole body as it softens. Welcome your whole body as it rests. Welcome your whole body to the experience of itself in a deep state of comfort, and in turn, the awareness of the whole mind, thinking mind, engaged mind, whatever mind is rising. Notice all of this resting back. All of this softening and letting go. Bring attention to your whole body releasing. Bring attention to thinking mind resting back even further than it has so far. Resting back into this open, spacious awareness. It's awake and aware of itself and its experience. Yet this spaciousness reveals the stillness within. Rest sweetly in that stillness. Even though everything is changing around you, this stillness is always present, always knows the right thing to do. It's always present. So letting the experience happen and resting deeper into that stillness that holds the space within. Bring attention now to how your body is breathing itself. Noticing now how the body breathes itself and how the feeling of the inhale, the belly rises, the feeling of the exhale, the belly falls. Gently welcoming, noticing, and resting. And welcome every sensation, every thought, every sound, every idea as they cruise over the mind. Welcoming all of them and nothing. Whatever the experience is in each moment, we welcome it. Wherever, however, we just notice what rises and falls in the mind. And keep resting back. Keep resting and settling back into that open, spacious awareness that's awake and aware of itself, even as everything is changing around you. And notice now if any of the senses are engaging externally. Whatever that sense may be, sweetly guide it back inside. Guide it back into this state of inquiry, of the inner experience. If nothing is rising for you, keep letting thinking mind rest back even further. Resting back into this expansive spaciousness that's all around. And hold space and stillness within that center. Notice the way the body is resting. The way the body is breathing itself. And we'll take the next minute here, quietly, gently, noticing and staying with the sensation of the breath as it gently passes in and out of the nose. Just gently rest here, welcoming and noticing the breath for the next minute. Bring attention now to the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out through the nostrils. And recall this awareness of your heart's deepest desire, your heartfelt desire. Notice what may have clarified for you or what may have been completely forgotten. Whatever comes to you, notice it and welcome it. And let thinking mind rest back even further. Again, back into that open, spacious awareness that's awake and aware of itself, even as everything is changing around you. Rest in that stillness. Always awake, always aware, and always remembers that at every moment you're doing the best that you can. Bring attention now to any sensations on your skin. Maybe the coolness of your skin that's uncovered versus covered. Gently bring attention back into noticing any tastes in your mouth, any smells in your nose. And very gently we'll begin to reintroduce a more awake and aware state. Gently, slowly beginning to externalize this experience. Noticing the sound of my voice, the sounds in this space that we're sharing together. And very gently begin to come back to a more awake, alert, and over the next several moments, back into a gentle, eyes open state of awareness. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete.